And welcome back to Hannity-Colmes. From October 2006 to April 2007, border agents were attacked with rocks 316 times. Add the other violent encounters, and that number grows to almost 500 attacks in the same 6-month period. Joining us now is the Chief Patrol Agent of the U.S. Border Patrol, Tucson sector. Robert Gilbert is with us. Robert, thank you for being on board. I want people to know, because we're having this big immigration debate in Washington right now. And I want people to know, as we talk about, we keep hearing, well, people just want jobs and opportunities. I want to show specific incidences of your agents and what they're facing. And let's start with some of the rock throwing and explain what your agents are up against every day. Can you hear me, Sergeant?
Well, Sean, yes, thank you for the opportunity to be here tonight. And basically what the agents are facing on the border is due our advanced border operations. This is what you're seeing. The criminal element is frustrated because we've systematically taken away their areas of operation. And because of that, the resulting violence, because we're taking the territory that they've operated in for decades.
Now, in this particular video, as agents, your agents are trying to handcuff an illegal immigrant. The strategy is to throw rocks at the agents to help free the guy. Isn't that true?
It is, and basically it's one of their compadres they have on the ground there. And our agents, first thing I'd like to point out is a great restraint they're showing. And I mean, they're in harm's way there, but they put such a high value on human life, they don't want to take a life unless they absolutely have to.
Now, we have another video of a Border Patrol agent chasing a known smuggler on foot, and as they catch him at the border fence and try and arrest him, they have, again, smugglers' associates bombarding him with rocks. And I also understand, beyond the rock throwing now, slingshots with ball bearings and marbles are now a frequent weapon used by people.
It is, and any time that the agents are close to the border, they're subject to being attacked with the Molotov cocktails or the flaming rocks. And this is an escalation of violence that we've seen so far this year. At 8.5 months, we've had over 600 attacks on our agents. And if you think about it, you break it down, that's 1 to 2 of these vicious attacks against the men and women of the Border Patrol every day on our southwest border.
Let's go to the Molotov cocktail video that we have here. Explain what's happening in this video. They're literally throwing, handmade bombs at these guys. They are, and as I mentioned, it's through frustration. They've been working in these areas, and we've expanded our operations, and we're frustrating them. And this is a third-party indicator that we're having to deal with. We've dealt with it in other locations on the border. And our agents are trained, they're well-trained, they're well-equipped, and they know how to deal with this.
Hey, Mr. Gilbert, it's Alan Combs. As we look at these videos, do you have enough Border Patrol agents?
Well, the border's been neglected for decades, and it's only been in recent years that we're starting to see the resources, and they're coming to bear on the border, that we are going to be able to take control of this border.
How many more do you need to really control it?
Well, it's not just agents. It's a proper mix of agents, technology, and tactical infrastructure. As you can imagine, without the fences, we couldn't be able to control the flow of traffic. And that's
but they go around the
fences,
don't they? Anyway, there's another video here showing dozens of immigrants charging the border. They're calling it a kamikaze run. We're looking at that right now. How often does that happen?
Well, we're seeing it less frequently. As we get the tactical infrastructure in place, as I was saying, the fences, yes, they can go around it, but what they do, they don't stop the flow of people. Fences are designed to control the flow of people, and we're dealing with smaller groups of individuals because of the proper infrastructure, because we have the roads that get us to the border, the lights and the fences. So without a proper fence, this would be the scene that you have constantly. But as we get more and more control, we're able to get closer and closer into the border.
But the fence, you still got to guard the fence, don't you? And they can go around the fence as they've done in San Diego.
Well, build the whole fence. Make it big enough.
A 2,000-mile fence?
Sure. Thank you, Chief.